Hello, everybody. How's it going? Back at it on the Ship a Ton app release train tonight. We've fallen a bit behind on the train, and you can see we lost some stuff. I did do a little bit more rearranging. Yada yada yada. But yeah, we gotta catch back up again. Interesting things that we've done. Hold on. Yep. Okay. Interesting things that we have done that I worked on over the weekend. I did get a marketing website put together for Bark, which is now okay. The most interesting thing that has actually happened over the weekend is that people bullied me into making the app be called Bark. When originally people were like, it's not a good app icon, it's not a good name. And then people changed their minds and they decided that they did like Bark. So it is permanently and forever now Bark. There will be a app and socials and all the things for Bark, the app. But yeah, I got the marketing website designed yesterday and built today. So it is actually out there on the internet somewhere if you know where to look. But I'm not quite ready to share it publicly yet. There's a couple pieces more of content that I need to put up there before I'm really ready for it to be seen by the world. But it is available. And here, I can give you a little bit of I can show you the designs. Oh, wait. Oh, also there is a new app icon, which you will see here soon. Pretty similar to the original app icon. Let me see if I can pull that up, actually, so that you have something to compare to. Would be nice to have, right? Build, where's my resources, assets? Yeah, so this is the old icon. Basically, I just kind of made everything a little bit thicker, a little bit more legible. This one became a noisy mess when it was shrunk down to phone size. So now we kind of buffed it up, made it a little bit easier to read, added a little, made it, tweaked it a little bit to look more like a dog. You know, got things in like the eye lines, gave it a dark nose, stuff like that. Just kind of playing with it, make it look more legible when it's at this smaller size. But then yeah, that icon is also prominently featured on the website, which looks like this. Pretty similar to the Black Highlighter website. Tweaked a couple things, but I am still using that same sort of like Z-shaped layout where it's, you know, you got something on this side and then something on this side, but baked it into the squares that you have on the cells themselves. So like these cells here, I took the same design and turned that into what holds these. And yeah, have a version of the website in both light mode and dark mode. Looks like that. The ability to go sign up for early access, which you should be able to do soon. Should have a beta available real soon. Official public beta. And yeah, so those are the two desktop sized websites. Looks like that, looks like that. And oh, one of my favorite things. I've been working on doing this is like slowly, most of my websites have been moving towards the ability to do this, but this one does actually finally really truly do it, which is that when you switch between light mode and dark mode, so do the images. So we have light mode and dark mode versions of the apps in the images. And in fact, it's even using different iPhones. So you got the natural titanium iPhone 15 Pro over there and the black titanium iPhone 15 Pro over there. And then, yeah, here's the mobile version of the same site. Ditches the Z pattern or just a straight set of cards. Looks like that. But yeah, that's the I mean, it's pretty similar to what Black Highlighter's doing, just more in kind of the frames of photos rather than kind of this like weird floating blob, which is what we have on the Black Highlighter website. I don't know why I'm dissing the Black Highlighter website, but yeah, I mean, we have these squares here, but other than that, the pattern's similar. And if I go into responsive mode, looks like that. But yeah, it's pretty similar. But yeah, that's the new website. it will be available and public pretty soon. Basically, I'm gonna launch the website at the same time I launch the beta program, so that people can have access to it and immediately get right on. But yeah, that's the plan. That's the hope. Let's get the app prepared for that, shall we? So yeah, back to our roadmap. So what we're supposed to be working on right now is onboarding. However, I have a plan for onboarding, and that requires some of the stuff that we have not done yet. Specifically, it requires the share in action extension, because what I want to do is when you're onboarding, I really want to get it into, hey, you've got a QR code right away. And then what I want to be able to do is I want to be able to say like, oh, you can import this particular QR code. And it might be just like the QR code for the Bark website or something like that. And that would kind of be how you bring people into the app, is like, oh, here's this, and here's what editing it looks like, and here's where you would add like a geolocation or a time that you want this to be available. And then we talk through like, oh, you know, there's also the home screen widget, and there's the blah 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 and whatever else. And so yeah, what I want is this onboarding needs some way of getting this into here. And I think the coolest way to do that would be to have them take a screenshot of the app. We show a QR code, they take a screenshot of the app, and then they're able to add it via the share in action extension. I think that'd be pretty fun. But in order to do that, we need to have the share in action extension. I think that would be an important part of it. But anyway, so yeah, let's go build that out tonight. I don't think that's going to take us too long. And so if we have time after that, we may... Oh, I don't know about this home screen widget interactive. I want to have this. I want to do this, but I don't know that that's going to happen today. So we may actually switch back some of this other stuff. We may do the Apple Watch display or something like that. I don't know. I haven't 100% decided what the ordering of some of this stuff is. I mean, Apple Watch should probably go after onboarding. Something like that. I don't know. Moving things around. I don't know. I haven't figured it all out yet. Plus, we've got these other things that are not yet scheduled at all. Edit barcode on creation, I really feel like needs to happen soon. So, yeah, we got a couple of different ones. Is chat not working again? Hey, Adam Wolf and this guy. I don't know why chat is dead. It was working. But welcome. All right, let's get into building this app. Yeah, we will need to edit barcode on creation is an important one. That's something that we really need to actually have, because that's an important part of people getting involved in this. I think the library empty state may just be the onboarding. I don't know. That might be a different thing. The ability to delete codes also kind of important. I think that's something that we might want to get done sooner rather than later. The other thing that I really haven't done at all yet is like, what does the settings page look like? That's another one that we got to get done. But yeah, so a lot of work, not enough time. Anyway, let's get into it. Oh, the first thing that we need to do is I need to make sure that my telemetry deck PR built, because I realized that I had not pushed that after last stream, and it did not build. So we're going to fix those bugs first. We're going to figure out why this didn't build, and then do that. Stub error handler does not conform to protocol error handler. Good call. Yep, in fact, this does not build. Stub error handler does not conform to error handler. What are we missing? Oh, we added these extra parameters. That's all it is. Is that really all it is? Was that all we were missing? Let's run these tests before we push it up again to make sure that the tests actually run. There we go. All right. Oh, wait, that was a build. Sorry, never mind. Hold on. We gotta wait for the test to actually run. The test compiled. They're done. Ship it. Nope, that's not how that works. That's a lot of CloudKit errors that are logged every time that the app launches. No big deal. Okay, that's good, I guess. Did it work? They all passed? Okay, cool. Ship it. You heard advice to stay away from CloudKit? Why? CloudKit's been around for years at this point. All right, let's see if we get a build that actually succeeds. I mean, I've used it for a past project and it was fine. And I didn't have any real significant difficulties with it. I'm using it for this project and it kind of was just a couple clicks and it is working magically with Swift data. I don't know how much I trust it yet, but it seems to be working fine so far. I haven't had any issues with it. All right, there's our PR done, built. So succeeded. Let's merge that. All right, cool. That's done and dealt with, which is apparently not actually on this list. Cool. Why don't we put that on the list so that we can feel like we did something? Because we spent time on that. I want the oh wait, delete. We did have that. It was just here. Okay. I want this on the schedule because we earned it. That's not the right one. I mean, okay, yes, we do still need to do this. Oh my god, put everything on the board somewhere. Goes down there. I want this one though. And to today. Yes, okay, we did this one a couple days ago. It's there. We did it. It actually took us more than one day, so we did that. We did it then. We did it here. Okay. Now we can feel better about ourselves. All right, on to the share/action extension. It's really just going to be a share extension. That's the answer to that question. It's going to be a share extension. Apple has this official documentation of when you should use share extensions and when you should use action extensions. And probably this should be an action extension, but there are a lot of apps like Instapaper and Pocket and a bunch of other things that also should probably be action extensions and aren't, because hey, do you want to be this like line of text that's buried down, or do you want to be an icon that's right up at the top? I know which one I want to be. So yeah, share extension it is. And then we just have to hope that Apple doesn't choose to be picky about it for some reason. I created a branch. I need to check out the branch. Yeah. It's weird that they have the action so like Black Highlighter has an action extension because that's what it should be. But then people don't really seem to use it because it's like you got to add it and then it's going to be like buried down in the weeds with a bunch of other stuff. It's just kind of silly. All right. Share action extension. Okay. So first question is, what is a share/action extension? How do we add that to our project? We have to make the same question here that we did with the widget extension. Just kind of like figure out what this is. So we have the action extension. Yeah, I think what we're going to do, we're going to create it and then we're going to just like throw everything away and recreate it. But we'll start by having something to work with. So yeah, I think that's the right idea. Also, I selected action extension and I realized right away that what I want is a share extension. All right, what did we get there? Share extension, we have share view controller, info plist, with an NS extension main storyboard. So that's fun. An NS extension activation rule, which is true predicate, which is, yes, I accept everything, anything and everything, which probably we don't want to do. We probably want to limit ourselves to images, at least right now. And then an NS extension point identifier of com.apple.share.services. All right, we can work with that. What do we have in our build settings? Do we have info plist stuff? Only a few. I think we're going to need to look at what our other one has. The one that we created for widgets. I think that's what we're going to need there. And then we have the share view controller, which is an SL composed service view controller. I don't think we were going to do that. I think we're going to be able to build just our own thing. I'm hoping that what we're going to get is we're going to be able to do this without involving the storyboard, because that makes me sad. I'm hoping that we can just point to this is our main view controller. So why don't we look this up? NS extension main storyboard. Look at that. This key is mutually exclusive with NS extension principal class. Typically, Xcode sets the value of this key when creating an app extension in your target in your project. Sorry. If you change the name of your story file, remember to update the value of this key. So we need NS extension principal class. Custom class that implements an extension's primary view or functionality. So my guess is what we want here is we want NS extension principal class, and what we'll give it is a UI hosting controller, and then we'll build out the rest of our share view in Swift UI from there. I think that's what we want. Okay, so did it create more than just those 3 files? No. Why don't we, okay, delete this file entirely. Nobody needs it. We'll move these other 2 files into where they belong. And then we'll just go generate our project in Toast. Yeah. That just goes there. Okay, but then the other thing that we need, okay, base.lproj, we don't need that anymore. That's gone. We will need a sources folder, and share view controller goes inside of there. Yeah, I think that's good. Okay. Okay, so we've created those files, and then let's go into here. Let's go find our widgets.swift, because This is probably what we're going to copy a lot of. Oop, oop. Okay. Share target, or share target, yeah. Name, share. Destination is iPhone. App extension, bundle ID. Info plist, which we already moved. That was the one that already existed. Interestingly, the share.entitlements. We're going to have to look into what we have in widgets.entitlements and decide if we actually still need this. Dependencies we will have. Let's ignore them for now. Let's just delete dependencies for now. That's fine. Don't drive a Mac Catalyst. Product bundle identifier. Do have a targeted device family of just the iPhone. We do need a provisioning profile specifier, so we will need to go create those now. And default settings. Okay. Let's go look at what's in our entitlements file, because that's probably interesting. Products, widgets, entitlements. Oh, this is access to our application groups and iCloud, so we probably do need this. So let's just copy paste it into a share.entitlements. Hey, Holix, how are you doing? Is there anything widget specific in there? It doesn't look like it. Good, doing some web dev? Hey, that's what I was doing all day. Hello, disgruntled dev. Yeah, I was building out the Bark website. My streams are always so hard to catch. I know, I stream at like weird hours. I'm sorry. I was building out this website earlier today. I have it available. But I need to before I'm ready to launch it truly to the world, I need to put in actual screenshots, which right now it's just the like main library view on every single page. Americans in your weird time zones. Yeah, but see, I've also been streaming at like all kinds of weird times during the day in American time zones. So sometimes it's in the evening for our time, and sometimes it's in the day for our time, and it's just all over the place. But yeah, I need before I launch this, I need to come up with better screenshots. I need to add more than just the 2 bars. I think I need to add some of the other pages, like, you know, a contact me page and some of this other stuff. I need to give up your precious sleep for that. Hey. I will owe you not sleeping myself, because that's a thing that happens fairly common. All right. So we have these projects now. So yeah, I think that we should be able to just generate that, and it should more or less just work. 4 a.m. Oh man, that's too much. Go to bed. You shut up. You said hi. Your penance is paid. So we didn't get that at all. Probably because we forgot to add it to here. That would help. Products. Nope. Share.target. You tried replicating Bark in React Native. Didn't take you too long? Sure. What vision framework book for UI kit or React Native did you do? You're going to bed immediately. You're a zombie right now. All right. So we extension context. What is this on? Is this on NSView controller? That might be a problem for us. Okay, good, it is. Sorry, not NSView controller. What am I talking about? UI view controller. Plain, actually, just very basic. It had other things to focus on. Plain actually, just very basic, had other things to focus on. I don't know what that means. All right. So yeah, we're gonna need to replace this with a UI hosting view controller. And then I think a lot of the rest of this stuff is not important. Yeah, that's not important. That's not kind of importance. You don't think you know what you meant. Configuration items, that's probably not important either. Okay, so we're gonna say this is share view controller, but it is a UI hosting view controller. Controller. Import SwiftUI, and we don't care about social. That's done. Get rid of that. We have this. We're gonna replace this with our NS extension principal class. Is that what we called it? Yeah, NS extension principal class. And this is where, yeah, because it's Swift, we have to say it's share view controller. Perfect. That, get that, get that. Good. Okay. We're gonna keep this line somewhere. We're just gonna comment it out, and then we're gonna delete everything else. Oh, well, it would help if I actually I was building the project that I thought I wanted to build. Super.init. Well, it'll need to be a root view, but here, let's just get rid of this for a second. Let's build that. Okay, yeah, that's not gonna work. All right. Share view. Yeah, sure. It just says hello world for now. Share view controller, UI hosting controller, share view. Now, the interesting thing is, yeah, what gets called here when it gets built? Is this going to work? Let's find out. Let's just build and run it and see what happens. Why not? Let's just find out. Share. More. Not in here. Okay, hold on. We definitely have problems. I mean, I do think that we have one main problem, which is I don't think we added this to the project at all yet. Sorry, not to the project. Obviously, we have it in the project. I don't think we added it to our app, which we're going to need to do. Dependencies, yeah. Dot target, share dot target. Okay, let's try building the whole app. Hey, okay, this is at least a start. Embedded binaries bundle identifier is not prefixed with the app's bundle identifier. Oh yeah, we need to fix that info plist as well, because we had the same problem with the widgets one. Oop. Yeah, let's just copy everything that we need. Copy, paste, copy, paste, but this needs to become share. I'm sure that we have another name for that somewhere. Bundle version, product version. Well, this version, do we just need all of these? Yeah, let's just grab all of these. Yep. Well, that didn't work the way that I wanted. Okay, now it's at least happier. Now let's build and run the app. Make sure that it gets installed and everything. Cool. Let's go into Safari. Share that. Yeah, look, there we go. There's our icon. All right. What happens if we do that? Nothing. Cool. Perfect. All right, let's whoop. Oh, that was probably what we wanted. Crash logs. Okay, what do we got? Nothing interesting. Perfect. Let's try going and running the actual share extension this time. This time I'm hoping it crashes inside of here. Yeah. Use of unimplemented initializer init with nib name bundle for class Swift UI hosting controller. Okay. This is going to be fun. How do we handle that in Swift? Like, yeah, in a UI hosting controller. Use of unimplemented initializer init with nib name bundle. Now, the easy way to do this is just to create like a wrapper view controller and just embed it in there. That's probably what I'll end up doing. But let's take, 5 minutes to try and figure this out. You don't know why your browser keeps pushing the stream to 360p? Adam Wolf or somebody was complaining about that the other day too. I mean, I haven't changed anything. My stream is still going up normally. I'm not dropping any frames. I don't know if it's on Twitch's end or what. If you set it, you can hard code it to 1080p. If you just like go in there and click on it instead of having it be auto. Hey, thank you for the subscription, Mono. That was very loud. 17 months. Nice. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you go and you click 1080p in there as opposed to auto, I think that will stick there. It's fine if you have it in focus, but if you go to another tab and navigate. Yeah, I've noticed that too. Like if you have it in a different tab, then sometimes it like just disconnects entirely. Past streams you were getting stuck at low res or buffering. It's got to be something on Apple's end. I don't know. Is it Apple? Twitch's end. Sorry. How you doing tonight, Mono? Thank you for the cheers as well. Advice you semi-ignored 3 months ago and you're now getting to. I saw you mention that again. I forgot what it was already though. You're like, I told, or Cocotype told me to do this thing and I didn't do it. And now I'm regretting it. No cheer overlay. Yeah, there's no cheer overlay, unfortunately. There's a lot of things that we want to get to. I know it's obnoxious. GitHub.com, Cocotype, what is it? Twitch alerts? Twitch overlays? Twitch overlays is the public one, right? But that is also where all the code is. Okay. Do something special for first, handle one-person raids, add a sound for the hat redeem, which we kind of did do. We actually did do that one. Update use of CG window list, create image, support animation effect power-up, support giant emote, hide bubble when the message is deleted. I don't think we need to do as much anymore because I got rid of the spammers in the thing.
Put on the Santa hat.
I knew that was coming. But yeah, okay. So add overlay for cheer for bits cheers. Something for that. There you go. It's on the list of a bunch of items that we need to get to. We'll do that. It's just there's just always not enough time to do anything because immediately after I finish this ship a ton thing, I kind of got to get back onto black highlighter. Hey. We'll find some time at some point. Because I mean, have you seen the black highlighter roadmap? It's got a lot of stuff too. I know, Santa hat. Yep. I think your words were a lot of this should be on the web and not on your app. You should prioritize your web platform. Pretty sure I didn't say that. Pretty sure that last part isn't true. Sounds more like a thing you would say. There. Are you happy, Compile Live? But yeah, I mean, I gave Holix the exact same advice today. Sometimes things should be done on the web. It makes sense. Yeah, look at this. We got this and this and this. These are all things that we need to do for Black Highlighter after we're done with Ship-a-Ton. And I mean, the hope is that Ship-a-Ton is successful, and then I have an app that people care about, and then I need to do probably a 2.0 of this, and I say 2.0, but like 24.1 of this, and hey, so many things to do. Never enough time to do them. And does that even compile? Required. Okay, so we can do that. Boom, boom. Okay. Super.init is not called on all paths. Super.init. You're rewriting your website because you got a stern legal warning, and 2, this method allows you to use it as a web app in the future too. Nice. A stern legal warning. What did you get a stern legal warning for? What illegal things were you doing with your website? Copyright infringement? I mean, at best, it's trademark infringement, right? That you had somebody's name on there? Use of unimplemented initializer init with name bundle. Boo. I don't think this is going to work. Oh. I don't think this is going to work, he says, immediately as it works. Again, Mono, your thing was also trademark infringement, not copyright infringement. All right, so there's our view. We got that working. Oh, you used a website design as inspiration. Okay. That is copyright infringement. Well, no, not using it as inspiration. That's not copyright infringement. Unless you like literally copied their code. Not copyright infringement. Wait, the airport people are saying that you copied their website too much? Is that what's going on? I mean, those are pretty similar, but that's still not copyright infringement. Ew. I mean, you did use the exact same text, headlines, and everything. Again, still not copyright infringement. Because copyright infringement is a very specific term. But, definitely a bad look. I mean, did you use the same text here? This is probably copyright infringement. Bloop that versus font style copy. Well, copy. Okay, so copy again. Copy in the copyright. That is copyrightable. That I think that's the only thing here that might be actually copyright infringement is the fact that you used very similar text. See what's new or trending and explore groups of apps with various features. Discover the latest test flight apps updated daily. See what's new or trending and explore groups of apps. Discover the latest apps updated daily. The only thing that you did there was drop the word test flight. See what's new or trending and explore groups of apps. See what's new or trending and explore groups of apps. I'm sorry, man. That part is probably copyright infringement, to just straight up take the exact same words. This one's a little bit different. See apps you've saved, see what's on a wait list or coming soon, check your saved apps for later. Find it, text flight. Yeah, this is almost exactly identical too. Find any test flight app you're looking for on airport by keyboard. Find your next application you're looking for on beta terminal by keyboard. Yeah, that on the text itself, they might have a copyright claim. Yeah, and again, this is exactly identical as well. So yeah, that one you probably they might have some legs to stand on. Having a similar website design, no, that's not a thing. That's not copyright infringement. Copying the exact text that they have. Is yeah. Gives you an excuse to rebuild it to prep for web app usage. Yeah. Anyway, we're gonna get back to this. This is something different. What we need to see is, okay. What we're doing here is we need to take in an image. Okay, so this is the thing here. You don't expect these problems with your Shadow Kitty app. What are we saying? I don't know what I'm saying. What are we saying? I'm saying same. Share view, share view. We need to figure out how we're actually getting our data in here. I guess that's my real question. Once we have this, I guess this would be in the extension context. Self.extension context. Guard let extension context, else return. Dump extension context. Let's just see what this is. You miss guardlet. Guardlet's great. I'm guessing that the extension context has the things that I need. Hoping that it has the things that I need. Because otherwise I have no idea what we have. Input items? That sounds promising. Do you have your microphone in stereo mode? I don't even know how I would check. I don't know what that means. Is this not getting called at all? I don't understand what's going on here. Wearing headphones and sometimes I'm in either the left or right ear. Yeah, I'm not aware. I mean, I don't even know what that would, like, there's only one thing on here. I don't know how it would tell whether I'm on the left or the right. What the heck? Okay, so maybe there isn't an extension context. Maybe that's the question. Extension context. Maybe we don't have an extension context here. Okay, so there's the problem. We are calling init with nib name. Yeah, do you have the like spatialize thing turned on? Okay, so it's not doing that, but it is doing this. But then we don't have an extension context on init, so we might need it at some other point. How do we figure that out? This is confusing. I don't know what's going on here. Um, UI hosting controller. So if that functionality isn't there, where is it? And how do we build this? Because what I want is I want some way of getting the extension context here. Because presumably it exists at some point. I just don't know when, or where, or how, or why. You know what? We're gonna take a weird turn for a second. Hold on. I know. Don't worry. Jonas isn't here. He can't hurt us. KNH actually got blocked by that. That's funny. Okay. Did we get a value here? Okay. PO extension context. Okay, so we have an extension context at that point. Okay, how are we gonna handle this? I guess my next question is, do we have it in load view? And if we do, how are we gonna deal with that? Okay, so we're gonna put it in load view instead. We're gonna see what happens. So we do have an extension context at that point. I'm just trying to think of the best way for us to handle this. So we should have that in UI hosting controller, right? Okay, let's go back to UI hosting controller. Build this. This doesn't exist. Actually, maybe. Hold on. Should have also just commented this out. Nib name string equals nil. You don't want that word. Bundle. Bundle. Super dot init with root view share view. And remember how I said like it should have commented things out. Super dot init with nib name. No. Tunnel. No. Okay. What? Okay, so that happens there. I think all I want to do here is just dump extension context. Wait, no, hang on. Not in load view, rather in view did load. Let's see if we have an extension context there. Because what I'm really trying to get at is I'm trying to say that message had some Unicode in it. Interesting. Yeah, because I mean, obviously the whole problem was some of the Unicode was getting through on the ones that they had. Now what? Oh yeah, I need to mark it obviously. See, this is why I should have commented things out so that I could remember that. Okay, so we do have an extension context in view did load. Okay, so what are we going to do about that? Are we going to restart our root view with actual content? Maybe. Sure, why not? All right, so what we're gonna just say here is, this is not gonna build by default, right? In theory, no? Why does that work? That shouldn't work. This should not build. Because share view has to have, oh, because I put a default parameter. That's why. There we go. Didn't want a default parameter. Okay, so then in view dad load, root view equals share view items, new items. And then hopefully by the time that we get into our view, we actually see the view, that part exists. Oh, we can't actually do that right there. That's fun. Okay, so we actually have no way of doing this at all in here. That's fine. We didn't think it was going to work that way anyway, so we'll just hard code it to not work. Share, Bark. Boom, look at that. Okay, so I think we can make this work. We don't need no stinking view to appear. That's fine. What we need to do is when we get those items, we're going to scan the barcode. We're going to create a barcode. We're going to present it to the user, and we're going to give them a button to accept or cancel. Whichever we want. Okay. I think that's a good point to start. What is this returning items? An array of result items. Why do we care about what the result items are? Who returned to the host app? I have no idea why we would care about that, but we can handle it. Yeah, I mean, I guess this is really all we care about. So let's do that. Okay, but then yeah, this is where we need like a dismiss item. And this is where things start to get complicated. Because we need, yeah, you know what? Let's just pass in an extension context. That's what we really should do. This is a way better idea. Extension context. See, this is the problem, Adamov. That would be the way that I would like to do it. Yes. And in fact, really what I want to do is I want to provide something similar to dismiss action. But because this is a UI hosting controller, sorry, I need to readjust my seating. Because this is a UI hosting controller, it's not quite that simple. Because if I put an environment view on here, so I'm going to say let new root equals dot environment. Let's just say this for a second. Well, that's not going to work. You're not going to make me build out a whole key for this, are we? Fine, we'll do it. Where's my environment key? Because I do want to prove this point. I mostly want to prove this point because it's annoying that we can't do this. We're going to give ourselves not a barcode repository environment key. We're going to call this an extension context environment key. And our default is going to be ns extension context optional equals nil. Yeah, KNH. You're jumping ahead, but yes. If I do this and I say environment, oops, / dot extension context is extension context, then hold please. We set root view equals new root. Cannot assign value of type some view to share view. Because that new thing, it used to tell us this type. That's obnoxious that I can't actually see what that type is. Environment returns me some other type that I don't really get to know what it is. And it sucks. Because that is what I want. I want to be able to just provide that as an environment variable. That seems way nicer. But what this instead is going to do is it's going to return a different type of view. And I'm pretty sure that the type of view that it returns is not even like something that I could myself provide. So like let's go ahead and run this. I just want to try something. Can you wrap that view in a view that you control? Can you wrap that view in a type that you control? Like basically a type erased view. Maybe. Could I do it as like just an any view? Yeah. I could. I don't know that that makes it better, is the problem. Because we're still, at some point, ultimately just wrapping these things like this. I mean, it is nice that it's in the environment now. It's a different kind of ugly. Yeah, exactly. But I mean, it does work. You make a good point. What is coding but choosing between uglies? At state private, no, not at state, at environment private var extension context. Then we need this, and it's like dot extension context. And we don't need this part. So in theory, that works. I don't know that it really changes anything, but it works. Okay, so if we have that, then. Now see, the other problem is I want NS extension context. Well, no, never mind. I was gonna say, I'm guessing that NS extension context isn't equatable, but it's a object class, so it definitely is. Because I was gonna say on change of extension context, but I also kind of want to do just like on up here. Does that work? I don't think that's gonna work. We're gonna try it. Dump extension context. I think that's just going to tell me. Oh yeah, it would be on up here. No, never mind. That's okay. Never mind. No, that actually totally makes sense. I was gonna say, if it turns out that we don't set that, I still kind of want it to be on change of, and then we set our state. Our state is like our barcode. At state private var code question mark means we need an import barcodes, which means we need to go regenerate our project. Now we have access to this. And then what I could do is I could say if let code text code no text, I don't know what I'm doing, string describing code. But then the other thing that I would need is I need this to all be wrapped in like a group so that I can stick an on change of at the bottom of it. Let's see what that does. How many times does that print? Zero. That's not ideal. On appear. Print. Weird. I would have thought that that would have happened multiple times, but maybe it doesn't do anything until it actually appears. Or maybe it doesn't matter because it's an extension context. Okay, well, I have a different thought of how I want this to work then. I just don't know how much I want to rely on the idea that extension context is definitely going to be there on appear. It makes sense that it would have to be, but at the same time, like I don't like doing things where the compiler can't check me. I don't know. But we'll work with it this way. We're going to assume that it's just going to work for now. And if it doesn't, then I don't know. Hey, that gives us an excuse to use our new error handling. Why don't we do that? Guard extension context is not equal to nil. Else oh, we need an error handler. Wrong thing. Who is this professional developer? Hey, I'm just error handling. I'm not writing tests. Come on. Who do you think I am? I tried to write tests the other day and I failed completely. Because Apple doesn't let you do that. Just not having errors instead. We are logging. We need to create an error. Enum share error case no extension context. Share error no extension context module share type no sorry whoops com.cocotype.bark.share type. Finally got your Fastlane implemented at work. New feature today. Test failed. Win. Okay. It works. Type share view. Share error, no extension context. Why? Oh, because it's not actually an error. That would help. Hooray. Okay. So if we have an error, if we don't have an extension context on appear, then we throw an error and we return. Really what we need to do is we almost need a state for ourselves. This is what we need. Struct view state. Not struct, enum view state. Case loading. Case succeeded. Code case error. And then what we're going to do here is we're going to say at state private var view state equals, sorry, I don't know why I did that, equals view state dot loading on appear. Guard that we have this extension context. Otherwise, what we are actually doing is creating our error here. Let error equals blah. Really all we care about is view state equals dot error that. And then really I think we can just return that because we're setting it to equal, and so therefore Nothing happens. Yep. Okay, cool. So then this becomes a switch statement instead. We'll test in prod 2 for enough money from a client. They wanted a very quick white label version of the app for a different client pointing to prod as state. Ooh, hey. Yeah, no, that's not ideal. Okay, switching out on view state. There we go. Now we have a loading text. Loading. Case dot succeed. Why did I call this dot succeed instead of dot success? I'm not good English speaker, man. Text success. Error. Text. String describing error. So then we do that for now. And so then here we just set that view state to that. Interestingly, this would be where I'd want that to be logged. What's the best way to log errors? I mean, what's the best way to log errors? String describing? Oh, yeah, I like string describing. Because localized description doesn't give you a good default on most Swift errors. It doesn't give you anything useful. Whereas string describing at least gives you like the Swift name of the thing. So yeah, I use string describing. When people have different languages set. Yeah, that's the other problem. So yeah, I always use string describing. Success let code, blah, blah, blah. So what I'm hoping here is, so we're going to build this and it's just going to say loading. Sorry, I got to go close the door real quick. Text stack trace. I'm not going to keep that in there. I'm not going to have this be a user facing. Here's what the error is. No, I'm going to give ourselves an actual error view, but for now, what we have is just text describing an error. But yeah, that'll log it, and then we will, yeah, that's all we really care about. Loading. Okay, cool. That is what we expect to see right now. So now what I need to do is debug your own failure and send me a PR. Now what I need to do is I need to use my image reader to actually read whatever image we got in. So I guess our next thing that we need to do is we not only need to guard that we have an extension state, we need to guard that our extension context has an item and that it has specifically images in that item. Which is going to be a bit of a problem because we're sitting here testing it with Safari. That's not ideal. Why don't we figure out, let's try a couple different things first. Let's go ahead and make sure that we have some kind, well, okay, let's actually see what these items are. We've been sitting here printing them this entire time and then not actually figuring out what they are. So instead we're going to see what they are. PO extension context. Oops, that was too fast. That's not what I wanted to do. And it doesn't work anyway. Cool. Input items. Nice. Love you, LLDB. You're the best. Safari sends a PDF of the page as well. You can convert that to PNG and look for a barcode on the page. Ooh. That is nice. I did not know that. But let's find out what we actually get here. I mean, that'd be great if we could just do that. That's ideal. Thank you for, oh, okay. I was gonna say thank you for not printing anything. That's not helpful. Not sure who would put a QR code on a mobile website. Good point. But what do we have? We have an NS item provider that includes a public URL. We have our attributed content text key. Oh, here, why? PO mention context.input_items.count. Are you gonna be mad at me? Yes, of course you are. Single NS extension item, which has attachments that are a public URL and the attributed context text key. So it gives me a single NS extension item, which has some stuff in it. How do I get off of an NS extension item? It has attachments there. Okay, so maybe that's really what I care about. So what I need is to find these attachments, find their item providers, find which ones have images in them, maybe, question mark. And then get information from that. That's kind of gross. Okay, well, let's try it. So really what I want, okay, so let input items equal, no, guard let input providers extension context dot input items. Okay, first of all, this comes guard let extension context. Yeah, that's not optional. Guard let that dot flat map dot. Of course, input items is not in this extension input. Apple. Why are you still not done annotating things in Swift? Why is this not marked? Apple. Oops, I went too far. Apple. Not that one. This one. Why is this not NS array, NS extension item? Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Var extension, NS extension context, var extension items is NS extension item is compact map, sorry, is input items compact map $0 as NS extension item. Okay, so now instead we get extension context dot extension items dot flat map attachments. Except I don't think that's going to do what I want. Else state equals error share error dot no input providers. I haven't defined yet, but we're going to do that right now. Okay, so there's our input providers. Nope, of course not. Initializer for conditional binding must have optional type, not array of NS item provider. Okay, yeah. Extension items dot attachments? No. Dot compact map attachments. That's going to give me an array of NS item provider. Yeah, there we go. Dot. No. See, now. This is. This is getting stupid. What is this at this point? Nothing. Why are you like this? Okay, so this is now an array of NS item provider. Okay, so yeah, this wouldn't be a guard let. This is just let input providers equals all of this. Dot map. Dot. No, this is an array of NS item provider. Yeah, this is exactly what I want. An array of NS item provider. Okay, we're good. Guard input providers dot count is greater than 0, else return. Sorry, yeah. And then from there, what we want is image providers specifically, which is going to be input providers. Let image providers equals input providers dot compact map. Item provider, input provider. In input provider dot I want to check it, that it has something that I can do a UI image to. Can load object of class. Can load object of class UI image dot self. I feel like that's not actually how that works, but so this is actually filter, not compact map. Guard image providers dot count is greater than 0, else case no image provider. Hooray. That's right. What's right? That's not right. That's not right at all.
Put on the lightning bolt hat.
Gladly. Okay. That's also right. No, Santa. Santa's gone. Santa is no more. Your precious Santa. I think we've got plenty of time before Christmas to get Santa back. So now we have all of these things, and hopefully this is going to return us an error of some kind when we do this. Because we're just sharing. Well, Adam said this might work, so we'll find out. We're all on the naughty list now. I mean, you're the one who triggered the hat change. If anybody's going down for this, it's you. No image providers. Okay, so we have input providers, but none of them are image providers. Fair enough. Let's go fly a kite. This guy. Hey, look, we've got all kinds of cool images in here, but none of them are of random.range script to blame. But it was already Santa. That's the problem. All right, don't I have a default, like a test image around here that I was using? I feel like I did. Oh yeah, it's in my test code. Hold on, it's in here. I know where it is. Image reader, test resources, meaty bites. Yeah, look at that. Bang hat Santa. What's America's pastime, Coco? Eating at McDonald's. Can we request a hat to purchase? Transference of blame. I think it's arguing about blame. Hence, litigation. All right, this is what I want. I just remembered what I was actually trying to do. This is what we want. We're going to drag and drop that. Boom. You would get this speech every summer at baseball camp. You saw a lovely duck hat. I have a duck hat. I have a goose t-shirt that I keep meaning to bring in the house. Here, let me go get that. Hold on one second. Goose t-shirt. It's got a goose on it. Got a whole goose on it. Haven't opened it yet. Fake duck. Goose. You're just mad because I have a shirt that is the only bird in the entire bird kingdom meaner than a magpie. Untitled goose shirt? Yes, exactly. It's fuzzy. Yeah, fuzzy goose shirt. Anywho, what were we doing? Before I suddenly decided I needed to go bring in my goose shirt. Oh. Item providers, yes. So we got this image here. Swooping season coming soon. Stay inside, people. All right, we're here, but what we really care about is being in photos, sharing that to Bark, and then hoping that something useful happens. Actually, nothing useful would happen because we don't actually do anything with this. We just see that it did not fail. That's really all that's happening here. Fuzzy just like a real goose. Exactly. You get it. Yeah, so this doesn't fail, so that means it succeeded. That's how that works. All right. Target. Image reader. That's probably going to be an important one. So now what we need is we need our image. We actually need to get that image out of an image provider is what we really want. what we need to do is we need to get into our sources and remember what the heck this does. Gotta love some reverse logic. Tell you if that's better. I mean, it's definitely different. Get your latest test flight app in front of others who are ready to test and give you feedback to iterate and improve your experience. Yeah. Now built in Astro so you can't get yelled at. I mean, please tell me you didn't literally grab their HTML on the old one. I'm going to judge you if you stole their privacy policy. They don't have a privacy policy. Never mind. I remember looking at that earlier. Oh, go to know. Okay. All right. Image reader, code value in image, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Oh, this is going to have the same problem we have everywhere else. That's fine. It's okay. It's okay. Figure it out. We haven't built a way to save a name on it before we actually are done with this. That's fine. We'll figure it out. Share view. Okay, so what we need to do here, we need to take guard. No, okay, so image guard let image provider. Yeah, really what we need to do. Guard let image provider equals image provider.count. Image providers dot first. We're just gonna grab the first one for now. Because I'm lazy. That's why. Let image equals image provider dot load. Yeah, see, this is the problem. Now this is in a completion handler. It's a whole thing. Gross. Ooh, it is transferable. Ooh. Can we do a can load transferable? That'd be even better. Can load transferable. Doesn't really matter, actually. Because we need, what do we need for image reader? Image reader takes a CG image. So it doesn't, I mean, it matters in the sense that we actually can't get a CG image back out of an image anyway, can we? So it'd be better in this case to get a UI image. Okay, fine, fair enough. Image provider dot load object. You know, this was the other thing that I noticed when we were in the other thing. When we were in the source code over here. Not this one. This is why no, don't be in Swift. How about not being in Swift? This one, when I was complaining about how the other thing didn't have it. I guess I'm actually in completely the wrong thing. Never mind. I didn't notice anything before. Yeah, why aren't we getting the free async here then? I guess is my question. Oh, because this returns an NS progress. So therefore it's completely different. Because it'd be nice if I could just do that. Maybe I should build that. Extension. NS item provider. Func load object of class any NS item provider reading dot type async rows NS item provider reading. Cannot load object ns item provider reading dot type. With return try await with checked showing continuation in sorry, guard I just realized this is dumb. I don't know. Guard let no load object of class this one class. Oh, is that a reading class? Completion handler object error guard let object if let object equals if let object continuation dot resume returning object else if let error continuation dot resume throwing error else continuation dot resume throwing cannot load object share error dot cannot load object reading class. Sweet. Okay. Load object of class UI image dot self. Thank you. That's exactly what I wanted. And then I also realized that this whole thing needs to become a task now. That's fine. Totally fair. Try await. Well, here, now this makes this even easier. Do. Catch. Error. Row. 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 Raw. Okay. Try await image provider, blah, blah, blah. So now we have an image. So now what I want is I want our image reader. Private let image reader equals image reader. Is it not called image reader? It's totally called image reader. It's not public. What? Aren't we using this somewhere? Aren't we using this in our scanner? No, because our scanner ended up not actually needing it. Dang it. Public. Public init. Public func code value. Yeah, that's probably... This is going to be the first time that we actually use this. That's fine. I'm sure that's not going to be a problem whatsoever. We have our image. Okay. The first thing that I need to do... Okay, so image reader dot code value in image dot cg image. No? Image. What the hell? Oh, no. I'm dumb. Continuation. What are we doing here? Load object of class. Object here is any NS item provider reading, because you're of course not going to give us the same type back. That would be too easy. I mean, it says it should be though. Load objects of class T type, completion, blah, 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 turns progress. Where T is this? Okay. This is the problem. Okay. Object type is NS item provider reading. Yeah, this is our problem here. Reading class object type dot type async throws object type instance method load object requires that object type conform to Objective-C bridgeable. Okay, sure, but how do I conform that? Where T is Objective-C bridgeable and the Objective-C type is NS item provider reading? What? I have a feeling that this is going to be a problem. Object type this where object type dot where object type, sorry, I've already screwed this up, is Objective-C bridgeable. Of course, that's not going to be a thing that I can just get. Or is it? Or is it? Object type dot Objective-C type. Sure. Is NS item provider reading. Cannot convert value type object type to any NS item provider reading type. Crap. You know what? We don't care. And then, yeah, we don't care about the result of this because this is returning progress. So underscore equals that. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. All right. So now we should have requires that UI image conform to Objective-C bridgeable. How is UI image not Objective-C bridgeable? What are you talking about, man? I guess that's just how it does boxing. But then, yeah, that one's not. We'll just do it the dumb way. I don't want to do it the dumb way. Why? In what world is UI image not Objective-C bridgeable? Hold on. I don't trust this yet. Gotta choose your ugly. Yeah, no kidding. Instance method load object of class requires that UI image conform to Objective-C bridgeable. Because the other way of doing this is let no, we can't do any of this. Image provider dot load object of class UI image dot self completion handler image error in dump image. I don't know. I just want to get the autocomplete here. Not autocomplete, but this. Okay, so this is not a UI image. Oh. It's an NENS item provider rating. Okay, well, we're gonna do this an entirely different way. We're gonna give up. We're gonna start over. Load data representation or type identifier or type completion handler. This. Okay. And then you need to as UI image in the handler. Yeah. I don't want to do that. Load data. What all do we do? Here. We're trying to wait, blah, blah, blah. Underscore equals. Load data. No. Representation for load data representation for type uniform type load data for uniform type UT type means I need to import uniform type identifiers. Async throws data. And then we don't need any of this nonsense. Load data representation for blah, blah, blah. Completion handler is all of this stuff. This is data error in. If let data turn data. Okay, now you're a little bit happier at least. For dot image. Yes, okay. Let data equals try await. Okay, now. No, shut up. I have this. Load data or image. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So now that I have that, what I should be able to do is I should be able to say let CG image equals. Can I actually create a CG image from data? Not easily. Tu les Claude. Oh, good. It actually remembers the fact that I don't want to show my recent chats. That's great. How can I create a CG image from arbitrary image data without using UI image or NS image? Create a CG data provider, then determine the color space. Gross. I don't want to do any of this. No. Okay. We're just going to use UI image. Just kidding. Guard let image equals UI image data. It was like immediately just like, nope, never mind. We're not going to deal with any of this. But this isn't just, I don't think this would even do what I want anyway. Provider, data provider. Yeah. This is just with raw data. Such as its dimensions, color space, and byte layout. No, sorry, not raw data, but an actual image format, like PNG, JPEG, or GIF. But it could be any. I don't know. For this task, we can use the Image.io framework, which is designed to handle a wide variety of image formats. This seems like a much better idea. CG image source create with data provider. First image in the source. Which you needing to specify the formatting. Yeah, see, this is way more what I wanted. Okay, so we're going to do that instead. Import Image.io. So we have our data, and then we want to get a CG data provider. We're gonna do a extension CG image. Cardlet provider equals data as CF data. Designated initializer cannot be declared in an extension of CG image. Who said I wanted to be a data designated initializer? No, I guess I can't make it a thing because this would have to be just like self equals. Yeah, cannot assign to value. Self is immutable. First of all, structs don't have. Is CG image a class? That doesn't make any sense. Why is CG image a class? Now I'm even more confused. Okay, well, whatever. Okay. Is there any reason these need to be two separate things? No. Okay, now what? This is now a task again. Yeah, we can do that. Okay. Guard let data equals this. Try08, blah, blah, blah. Guard let this, else throw share error dot cannot create image from data. Now I have a CG image. Passing argument of non-sendable type our NS item provider outside main actor isolated context may introduce data races. Guard let code value equals this in CG image. We also don't know what the orientation is, but whatever. Else return. Else, now we need to throw something else. No code in code value equals image reader dot code value in CG image else throw share error dot no code in image. Otherwise, we totally finally actually have this. Oh my god. Why is okay? Be fine. We'll get there. Otherwise, finally, view state equals dot success. Nope. Now we need to give it an empty code. You know what? No, this is just going to be a code value. Give up. I don't want to do any more. Code value. What that is. Success. Code value. Build. Okay. We do still need to deal with NS item provider. Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. We'll have to try this in Xcode 16. See what happens. Oh my god. Save build. There we go. So now we should have all of this. Now let's try actually running this and see if we have a value. Share. Arc. Success. Look at that. Okay. Clearly we've nailed it. Import images and parse. Okay. So we've managed to do one of these things. Let's clean up a little bit. We're gonna get rid of that. Really, I think what I should do is I should almost make this, I don't know. Okay, we'll come back to all of that part. I am gonna move this into a function. Func private func handle extension context. Does that need to be a try await? Or be async? Yeah. Await handle extension context. But it does do that. Okay. Oh, such a pain. All right, but we do have it working. We have a start. Now we need to go build out an actual view for this, which I'm thinking we should actually just build out or we should just give it the barcode edit view. Because does barcode edit, hold on. Barcode edit takes in what? Does it take in a code value? We can have it take in a code value and an action. Sweet. This is probably exactly what we want. Let's do that. That would mean we need to actually import barcode edit, wouldn't it? I think really what I need to do is I need to move this into a different type. Yeah, this is what we're going to do. We're going to say extension input handler. Func handle input from extension NS extension context. Async throws. Code value. This is not quite a thing that I want anymore. Can load. Let's go Santa hat.
Put on the black hat.
Better luck next time, Mono. What I want to see here is actually registered type identifiers. No, registered content types dot includes. No, dot contains. I swear I know how computers work. Cool black hat for non-US people. Dot image. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Cannot find CG image. Let's win. Now image reader. Import image reader. Which actually means, ooh, this is nice. We can move image reader over to there. Which, I mean, we're only replacing it with something completely new. But shut up. It's a start. Turn code value. Hurrah. Okay. And then in here, let code value equals, well, first of all, we need to actually bring the thing in. Private let input handler equals mention input handler, boop, equals try wait input handler dot handle input from extension context. Yeah, there we go. Move all of that out. We don't need it anymore. Okay. It's so hard. I'm gonna keep moving things because it's stressing me out that there's too many things that we don't need in here, and I don't know what I'm doing next yet, so I'm gonna delay as I can. Classic avoidance. Look, now we don't need image IO in here anymore. We actually don't need UT type identifiers anymore. We will, but that's a problem for a second from now. NS item provider extensions. You're an expert at avoidance. How can you help? You can't help. That's the entire thing. If you were helping, then we're going to get done with it faster. And then we're not avoiding anything. NS extension context extensions. That's a hilarious name, but it's the name that I've been going with, so we're going to keep going with it. Boom. And then last but not least, share error. You doubt my power. It would have to be negative power, wouldn't it? Okay, so we've cleaned that up. So what we need to do here, okay, I've realized what we need to do. See, sometimes cleaning stuff up makes sense. Value, code value, which actually we should rename this part. That's fine. Code value. Action, We don't know what we're doing with this yet. Question marks. Underscore in. We don't know. We're just gonna do this part. We're just gonna see what happens. No image providers. And I gave you for bits for advice 3 months ago, and I've been in avoidance that whole time. Fair enough. Fair enough. You're just that good. Okay, why are we suddenly no longer have item providers? What did we break in moving all of this stuff around? Extension input handler. It said no image providers. Oh, I know what we broke. Hang on. Registered content types contains image, but what I actually want is contains where.
Put on the brimless hat.
Wow, it's already, the time's already up. Type dot conforms to. Okay, I'm gonna write enough there that I remember what I'm doing in 30 seconds when I over here for some reason instead of in the box. Conforms to image. That's actually what we care about. Because they're not going to have the exact type image. They're going to be like .png or .heek or .whatever. We don't care about that. What we care about is this. Look at that. Boom. We have UI. Ladies and gentlemen, we have an interface. Okay. Now what? Because we need something. What is this? I don't care about that. We need something in our barcode edit. Because it takes in this action. What does this action do? 5 minutes is a pretty low cooldown. It's a 12 hat per hour velocity. It'd look even better on Christmas. That's up to the random identifier, man. Okay, so this is in a toolbar. So we need to give ourselves a toolbar, which has a done button or a cancel button. Why are we like this? We can do this, chat, believe. And then this guy runs it again and ruins it all for you. See, I don't want, well, I guess I do want a done or a cancel button. Yeah, no, that's a good idea. Okay, we can work with this. The thing that we can't work with is we need some kind of wrapper view around this. Okay, so we're gonna call this barcode success view. Bar side success view. Barcode success, or how about code value success view. Code value success view. View. Developer Duck build me an auto redeem script every 5 minutes for Cocoa Hat changes. Hey, Escamina built that one for the April Fool's Day where it just clicked the dot every second for whatever. It's been done before. Yeah, the pixel one, the kilopixel one. Yeah, no, I need to wrap this. Okay, so this is where we need a code. Okay, so this would init with a code value. Okay, so this becomes our barcode edit view. Code value success view, value code value. But Then, okay, we need to import barcode edit in there. And we need to wrap it in NS. What am I doing? Navigation stack. And that just does that for now. Value. That will mean that we now have our buttons. Does it start? Okay, yeah, we have our cancel and our done buttons. We need to tint them. You know what I haven't done that I need to fix is that, oh, okay. I finally decided that I'm not going to use orange because I was using orange because of the redo design. And then if you look at the website design that I did earlier, look, there's no orange. Well, there is orange, but it's here. And we're not going to do that anymore. I think I actually need to set our tint color back to like dot primary or something. So where is... that would be in here. Dot tint dot primary. Get those buttons to be black. Boop, boop, boop. Yeah, there we go. That's what we want. Okay. So I guess really what we want in here, we also need our extension at environment, extension context, private var, extension context. If we don't have this, we have no idea what we're doing. We're really in trouble at that point. Extension context dot. What was it? Complete request? Yeah. But then there's also cancel request with error, any error. We have to return an error. But instead we could just complete the request and not return anything. Returning items nil. Sure. Let's just see what happens. That's black highlighter. That's not going to work. And if we get done, it closes it. Boom. Okay. We're getting somewhere. Really, I think all we need to do at this point is hook that up to saving to our persistent store. And then we're done. Really? I think that might be it. Okay. What we haven't decided yet is, okay, how many codes do we have in here? Okay, so we don't have the meaty bytes code in here at all. That's good because it means that if we get the meaty bytes code into there, then we know we've succeeded. Right? Right. So what I want to do is we have our barcode edit. This comes with a code. And then really, okay. If, no, we're going to move this out somewhere else. Private, func, handle, code, 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 handle, code. I don't know. Handle, code. If let code, else. If we don't have the code, then we just don't return anything. We're good. Do. This is where we need our persistence. So we're going to save that. And we need dot target persistence dot target. And then in here we need our persistence dot. What? Oh, I'm dumb. Okay, first of all, did I even save it? I don't know that I saved it. persistence dot, because I want like my default repository. There we go. Dot add async add. Okay. Async. Default repository dot add. Good. Try. Oh wait. Do catch. No. Extension context dot cancel request with error. Extension context dot complete request, and then in this case it's returning items. What kind of items can I return here? That seems silly that I would return my barcode. Like, who's going to handle that? Not me. Complete request returning items, an array of result items, each an NS extension item object to return to the host app. I do not care. We're going to return an empty array. I don't know what that means. We'll find out. Okay. I think this should work. So what I want to see happen is we take this, we share this, we do this, we give it a name, treats, we click done. Now we're going to launch the actual app, and if all was good, we should see our item. Here's hoping. Crash. What is this? That was not one of the options. Did it still on? Hey! It worked. It didn't actually crash. Okay.
Put on the AI brain hat.
That works. So I think the last thing that we're going to do, well, first of all, we're going to commit that. Ship it. We're going to partially ship it. Save scanned codes in data store. We still have a few things to do on this, but I'm only going to do one more of them tonight because I am getting tired and I don't want to do them. For one thing, we don't have anything for like our loading state or our actual error handling. AI brain hat looks different due to the yellow color filter. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it is different now. It's slightly more visible. But yeah, that was due to the yellow color filter fixes. Sorry, I got the hiccups now. Yeah, the one thing that I want to fix is this true predicate thing. So I need to look up how this works. Redeems unfix the yellow color filter. Let's see. Maybe. Do I still have that? Nope. Hold on. There. Happy? Broken. Okay. NS extension activation role. I want to say that this is just needs images. How do I do this? NS extension, activation uses strict matching, supports attachments with min count, supports attachments with max count. So I want both of those. And then supports image with max count. Okay. I think this is actually what I care about. NS extension activation supports image with max count. Yeah, let's do that. Ow. James chroma key. So NS activation rule can be a dictionary. Okay. This is why it's it's not why it's complaining. It's complaining for a different reason. But this is a potential part of its complaining, that this needs to be a dictionary now. And it can have one of those, and then that's a number, and then that's 1. And then is that all we needed? Supports image with max count, the maximum number of image files that the extension supports. And it is type integer. Okay. So now what I'm hoping is we're going to build and run this. That was the actual app. That's not what I want. We're going to build and run the share extension. And we're going to do Safari. And what I'm hoping is if we share some Safari, if we share from Safari, it's not going to show the barcode icon, the bark icon. It's not going to show any icon. Maybe it'll show some icons. It's not going to show our app. Hooray. We did it. That's it. Okay. I'm going to call that an evening. Thank you all for watching. Fix predicate for sharing images. Hey, you know what I didn't do? Hold on. Not quite done. Let's try that again. And we actually are going to make sure that photos still works. How about that? How about we try that? Hey, look, there it is. Okay. The reason why we're not done yet is, yeah, look at that. No code in image. We need to handle that still. And I think we need to handle a real, like, loading state of some sort. So I think there's a couple of things. Barkick icon. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, no, I think that this is good. I think this is a good stopping point for tonight. And yeah, like I said, thank you all for watching. We're gonna put up a pull. No, we're gonna put up a pull request for this. We're gonna make sure that it builds. No, we're not gonna put up a pull request for this. We're gonna put up a pull request for this. We're gonna make sure that it builds. We're not gonna do anything else tonight. Anyway, thank you all for watching. I'm gonna work on this some more tomorrow, and then probably, yeah, then we can start on the onboarding. Yeah, that's a good idea. So we'll have this done. We'll start on the onboarding tomorrow. And then we'll do all the rest of the stuff. Thank you all for watching. And have a great evening. See you all some other time. Goodbye.